What's up, everybody? It's Monkey Farm, and today I'm going to show you how to build my pistonless, waterless mob spawner. If you saw my piston glitch video about a week ago, it was showing the problems that I was having with the piston pusher mob spawner that I had built in my Let's Play world. Basically, if you logged out while the piston pushers were extended, um, and then logged back in, the piston would be stuck open. So obviously that's a problem, so I've decided to go with a fully gravity-powered design. Okay, I've lit up the pads with torches, and basically what I want to show you is that each level has a circular canal for the mobs to drop off. And the point of that is to make sure that the mobs don't have a lot of area to walk around before they fall down. If you saw my piston glitch video showing the problems that the piston pushers were having staying open, I had these horizontal canals, and these pads gave the mobs a chance to stand around a little bit longer. So I wanted to make sure that they fall down as quick as possible. So these circular canals make sure that they're likely to fall off quicker. So they just keep walking around and fall down a level each time. And there you go. And eventually the pads get smaller and smaller, and they drop off into this tube canal, which basically drops down to whatever trap you've built, whether it's a lava trap, whether it's an XP farm where you're basically hitting them with a sword, or you're, some other block to collect their XP points. Okay, so getting into how you build this, what you want to do is make sure that your main spawning pads, that you build them at least 24 blocks away from your ground level, or wherever you're building it. The main reason for that is that mobs won't spawn if they are closer than 24 blocks to you. So you want to make sure these pads are far enough away where they will always be spawning. The second thing you want to do is make sure that the surrounding caves in the area are all lit up with torches. Otherwise, the game will think, hey, these caves are dark enough, I will spawn monsters here rather than in your spawner pads. Then what you want to do is, once you're ready to build your first level of pad here, this is basically a 6x6, and like I said, I had a a 2x1 hole. You can do the 2x2 if you want. Doesn't really matter. Just depends on your scenario. If you do that, you want to make sure you have signs, and you want to have signs on every drop-down block. Basically, the mobs will think there is a block there, and they will walk right off the edge. Otherwise, they will not be tricked, and they will see that there's a drop-off there, and they won't jump. They'll just stand here all day. Okay, so then you have your wall. That's the glass around here. Obviously, you'll probably be using some other block than glass, like stone. You don't want to use dirt or grass or gravel or sand, because Enderman will pick up those. Now, each level you want to spread apart at least 3 blocks, and so this would be the roof right here. And the reason for that is Endermen are 3 high, so it has to be 3 high, otherwise the Enderman won't spawn in here. So then each level that you go up, and you don't have to use this design if you don't want to, but basically the concept is that every level that you go up, you need to make sure that there are blocks covering the drop-off holes from the lower level. So this level would be below that one. So the drop-off holes are right here in the middle. So you need to make sure this one has blocks covering those. And then basically what I've done is put the drop-off canal right outside of those holes. And you basically do the same thing, and each pad you can make them larger. So this one is 2 blocks on each side, so 4 blocks length and width wise larger than the previous one. And like I said, the canal, this blue indicates where the canal is over there, so I have that covered, and then I have the canal dug out here at a different location so the mobs won't fall too far. And the same thing. Now, these two are the same size. They just have different canals. And the reason for that is basically I got to the point where I didn't need the pads to be any larger, so I just stacked them up, rotating back and forth between the two designs. So I did that one, then that on top of it, then another one of these, and another one of these. And that's basically the whole thing. So then what you want to do, once you have all of your drop-off holes over other blocks on the lower level, at the very bottom, you can use these. You can use these breakpoints to basically prevent the mobs from getting too much damage. And the number of these will depend on two things: one, how high you built your spawner, and two, how much damage they're getting. You want them to be almost dead by the time they get to the bottom. So that way, if you have an XP farm, and you can kill them very easily with a sword. You won't have to hit them multiple times. You just hit them once, and you will collect the XP points right there. So basically, choose how many of these, I guess you can call them break spots, break points that you want, based on how high you built your spawner. Okay, what you want to do next is put half slabs down to prevent spiders from spawning. And what you will do is basically you'll want to spread them. You can have a 2-block space in between, but you have to be careful around some of these areas. Like right here, a 3x2, I think a spider will occasionally spawn there. So what I would recommend here is maybe putting an extra one in the corner, and then I guess you could put it like that. That would work. Basically, what I do recommend, though, is not putting them right on the edge here of the block, the drop-off point, basically because you want it to be very easy for them to just walk off the edge. If there's a block here, they have to walk around it, and basically you're prohibiting them from falling. And you want them to fall down as quick as possible. So you basically do that on each level. I will show you the half slabs on the design here, just so I don't have to replace all of them. But basically you can see that they are all spaced out pretty evenly. There's a couple spots where they're against the wall or in the corner, but you're gonna have to deal with that either way. It won't really affect anything in the long run. Okay, so why don't we take you over to my Let's Play world, and I will show you the trap in action, and then I'll also show you the XP farm trap that I've built at the bottom of the spawner. Okay, guys, we're back. Please excuse the mess. I am doing some serious construction around here in my Let's Play world, but as you see, I have the mob spawner funnel system here, and I have 4 layers of pads up there. Then they gradually start getting smaller and smaller and funneling the mobs down into the center. Okay, we are up here at the bottom of the trap here. This is my my XP farm, where basically I just hit them and collect all of my XP points. Then I can collect my loot. Now I have this barrier here for safety, basically, so that the mobs can't hit me. If these blocks weren't here, they could injure me while I was standing there. So the way I collect the loot is basically I have some pistons attached to the pressure plate there, and then it basically just pushes out the loot. And then the other thing, which is not finished yet, but basically I have a switch here where they can fall off. These pistons come up, and then these other pistons fall back, so that all the mobs that drop off, they just fall down to the bottom. And right now they just die on the ground, but I will probably build some other kind of system down there below this level as well. And I do have some other plans here, which you will see probably in my next Let's Play episode. So make sure you're subscribed so you will be notified of that. And hope you like the video. I hope it helps you out in your mob spawning quest. And we'll talk to you guys later.